Move, you fucking piece of shit, you fat fuck. I'm so sorry, I wasn't going the way the game clearly programmed itself. I had to go. Don't tell me what to do, you ass. Oh god, this is so fucking tedious. Why go the long way around? Come on, slowpoke. Jesus fucking Christ, man, get your ass over here. Why would you go the long way around? It makes zero sense. Come on, you stupid thing. Move your fat ass. Come on already. You're doing my head in. Come on, you fat fuck. Come on. Move it. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Whoever thought of this should be shot in the head. As in, why would this be fun? Sometimes I think games developers really forget that people are playing games for fun, not for tedium. Get your fucking ass in there. Jesus fucking Christ.
Thank you. I appreciate you finding her, and I'll see to it that this never happens again.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, man. Oh, do we have to be on top of this?
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
Right, let's see if we're gonna live through this shit then. Nah.
demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
I think Mama Wolf is not impressed and is now fucking pissed off. This is where we were, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So. Under the protection of the Inquisition.
There must be something here.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now.
That's good to hear. I'll send word. It may not seem like much, but you've given this...
Okay. Bring Fellandoris to the tree. I also haven't done these two caves yet, but it looks like there's nothing there. So, I've done pretty much everything except for this dragon bit here. And this thing down there that I can't find. Fast travel to this and do the last remaining bits. Okay, so in this area. Oh. There's a fate. Oh boy. It's a big one. Yeah, that didn't work. Fuck this shit. See, the autosave is here. And this was my manual save. But it's later than the autosave, so I'm not sure. No, I'm not going here, fuck off. Oh man. No! They are powerful, fuck. All three at the same time, man. Why are there so many enemies all of a sudden? Oh man. Oh, fuck off. Jesus. It looks like we've got everything. So. This is probably gonna come back to bite me in the ass. Oh yeah, that's where we just died, isn't it? Oh, I thought I'd seen something. Never mind. Seriously, can all the bears just fuck the fuck off? So, just gonna save this. I wish I could see their health. What's on this? Come on! Why is this asshole after me? Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? So. Well, I can't... Awesome. I can't see my health. How is that helpful? Yep, I can't see shit. So, we're gonna travel back to here. And oh, can the bears fuck off? Seriously? Fuck off, bear. Oh, you guys. I don't need the fucking bears. Just fuck off. Don't want to kill you. I have no quarrel with you whatsoever. Why is everyone fucking with me? Nope. I just can't do it. It's not doable. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt this game on Nightmare mode. This is not gonna be platinumed because it's ridiculously hard. So fucking stupid. Like for an RPG, seriously, no need to be this ridiculously hard. This is another bear. Fuck on off. Find the most named fortress. You mean this ginormous thing right in front of me? Excuse me? Or... let's do that first. Shit. Ah, fuck. Well, we'll have to come back anyway, don't we? We might as well go all the way here so we can actually sell stuff. And then I should probably call this a night. So.
Did you hear the news?
It's good to have.
So. Let's make sure everyone's got stuff. And no one else can use anything else, which is annoying. Okay.
Almost restored.
Does it tell you somewhere if something's a 1 or 2-handed weapon? So I could wear. Where's Warwick?
Hear the news.
Okay, so we've got a tiny bit more. Let me just save this. And then let's see. Quest 1 of 3. Quest 1 of 8. Let's just go back to our war room and see whether we can start some stuff there. Because I think that stuff needs to run through real time. Reminds me of like, where was it? Like Black Flag or something? We can send out your assassins to do other things. That's kind of what it sounds like. This is what I mean. It's like Dragon Age Inquisition sounds like an amalgamation of Dragon Age and Assassin's Creed somehow. And loading times take forever. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a person here. I haven't talked to my people in a while. Oh, hey you.
Ugh. You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
Oh, I'm loving her up.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
What the hell?
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. I'm curious. Do you even believe in the Maker?
I believe he exists.
That's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
She likes me.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I was born in Oswald, and that's where most of my family is.
The Trevelyan's, is it not? A large clan with a rather clever coat of arms. Tell me, do you consider the Free March as your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentegast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne.
78.
I joined the Seekers of
You
Truth
counted.
as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family?
The Pentegasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentegasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentegasts are famed for dragon hunting, But few actually pursue the craft.
You
Most
get
are
a chance to
fat
do
and
that
greedy.
later.
They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Navarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine. But
Unusual how?
you don't know the story? I will tell you if you wish. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right.
But what does a
What is your hand capable of? Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the ground. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position, but Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave...
You thought...
Justinia knew the war was coming long before. She tried to avert it. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be restored. It was to be the answer. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So what's the...
Sweet Andras. It was, what, 18, 20 years? The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine... Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't it?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral. But they freed the dragons from magical control. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
You're delightful. You know that?
No, I do not know that.
No, I do not know that.
There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you get...
Is that it for Cassandra now, yes?
Do you need something?
Can you tell me more about this?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
How do...
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil.
But what are Seekers?
Those who know anything of us think we do not use lyrium, however. Our ability... We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
So...
No, the Order didn't... The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrives, that kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, They are the blind ones. We originally united with the Chantry through it was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Mage. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You meant...
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come... Ours come from ritual, and many... We cannot be possessed by demons, and Seekers can gain other gifts, so that depends on the individual.
What kind of...
I can set delirium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and some Seekers use it to interrogate. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
I've no more...
Yes?
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what... They have no Templars, no leadership. And no one... It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
What influenced his...
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for community. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on... Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
How big a problem?
No more than he sent his message to the College of... Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve. If you ask my opinion, cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old. The people need stability. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved. A dedication to what is... Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the... If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands. Does it? I do not. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
Will the
They will try. Sometimes it takes days. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her.
So what...
Theoretically, they will argue until exhausted. Practically, however, if the Grand any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as... We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do...
That depends on whether she would have me. And even if she would, I am no longer in a position to follow blindly. And no new divine... I left my own order when they took the wrong path. But in neither case did I stop caring. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Thank you.
Let's just save that entire palaver.
I'm glad there are big, strong men around in case anything happens in Halo.
Now, don't you worry. That sort of finger. Another time, then. Another time, then. Should serve you well. You need something? Let me know.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
What can you and your team make here?
I'll design. You want something fancy? Bring your own design. We'll see what.
Does the Inquisition...
Tough convincing trick. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
Goodbye.
Right. You need something? Let me know.
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire.
Need something?
Sees light and goes toward flame. She should see fire and go.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flat.
Thanks, Baron.
No problem. Need something?
I've read your tape.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
In the book.
Do I look... I can't tell you how. The why, all I can say is he was... I was apparent when they...
Yeah, I played all of that.
That's the cute...
Where are the rest?
Meryl decided to... She's done a pretty good job of keep... I guess she has plenty of practice. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down... I'm not sure exactly where he... Isabella went back to the Raiders. She's called... I don't know if she's actually... Hawk's brother Carver is still in the... Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall... Need something?
I've read your...
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Carry on.
How'd you get up there?
When will you be able to get us to when they're ready? Piss off. I saw prisoners and jailers. The prisoners learn fear, the jailers
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
Hello.
Blessed are the righteous, lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want to miss? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
Then we can only guess at what he wants. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
No, let's talk now. Come on, Lee.
So it's true.
Oh, what's going on now?
Killed the most holy.
Oh, good lord.
Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
No, there he is, douche
Back
nozzle.
already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you. Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for...
Which is why we require a proper...
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
So far, you're the...
we might. If your Inquisition...
There is no authority.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a...
Remind me...
Clearly, your Templar knows...
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How wide?
Possible to say.
Your organization flouting the...
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine.
Or we'll be happy to use...
You think nobody cares?
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
I'll make sure they...
I pray you're right. I will keep the peace, while you and the others appeal to the
Better ready yourself.
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
It will be done.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Trust me. Everything I do is to protect our interests.
I
Now,
don't
if you
doubt
help me,
that.
I have more work to do.
Like what?
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and
I'm sealing them like crazy, lady.
the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than... And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Let's talk about...
Me?
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many... For a time I also served a small cloister in... After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
Can you teach me to...
Being a bard is so much more than it involves a keen understanding of politics. The bard's is an intricate dance where a smile can be sharper than any... The best way to learn is to immerse... Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you.
Bards tell tales?
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later. I'm listening.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did? What of it?
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my... Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
I'd like to hear about Justin.
A friend. A mentor. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
Nosy.
If we were lovers. Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love
Just
is not
asking.
hard. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
How did you and Justin...
I met her a long time ago. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. No, wait. She hates it when I say that.
We'll talk more later.
I'm listening.
They called you the left hand of...
That they did? What of it?
What is the...
Justinia would have started the Inquisition. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very... She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. The Chantry has committed many injustices. It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
I'm sorry she didn't live.
So am I.
What exactly does...
A divine always has enemies. And Justine... I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why did Justinia have so...
There were many who felt she was unfit to be... Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry, and because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
It sounds like you did some unscrupulous things as the left hand.
Perhaps, but wouldn't you do anything to protect what you love?
We'll talk...
That's Varric. Let me talk to Silas. Ah, yeah, that's the one that I marked.
What can I do for you?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Here, sir, with Cedric's comp...
You're back. And in one piece.
Farewell.
Where's the war table? Oh, I didn't actually go all this way. Jesus. Of course, it's in the castle in one of the rooms that I didn't look into.
Oh, make her hear my cry. Sit me by your side in death.
Researcher Minave wishes to verify that the infections have...
Greetings, Herald of Andrastra. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
I'm doing...
A task. We remember she had generals advise. Do everything within your power. But remember those who...
You keep talking.
I can only imagine. But, and frankly, if... In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal.
Is there any...
My healers would benefit from more supply. If you could deliver this list and the items on... It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
How are the...
They are... I doubt...
Okay, let's just get some info.
Until...
Oh shit.
The Inquisition cannot remain a vassal if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach.
Yeah, that's me.
Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
Why are you wearing a mask?
House Durelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denham, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Penticus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No.
No, it's alright. No, don't worry about it.
My reaction to the Inquisition's
Oh,
presence
shit.
hasty.
Wouldn't I get my ass kicked?
Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Cheers, mate. Weirdo.
Do the Durellians actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durellions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from... The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilier.
Thank you. Thedas's politics have become... agitated. But please excuse me. What may I do for you?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more. Sir Griffith of Denham, a most distinct... He's defeated Darkspawn, Just don't ask him about it over dinner. What may I do for you?
What business are the Montiliers in, exactly?
We began as merchants. We once sent entire fleets across the waking sea.
But not anymore.
These days, our vessels are a touch more modest.
I'd swear.
Perhaps. Everyone of distinction in the free marches attends Lady Trevel.
Great Aunt Lucille always did.
I don't recall seeing you at any of them.
I was less than sterling
Modest in temper.
You know the Trevelyan family.
Heraldry is a passion of mine.
What did you do?
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's... I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
How strong?
I would never have given up my position if I didn't. We cannot fall back on borders. And if anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
Do you think...
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, protection, counsel, justice, the Inquisition offered these one.
Tell me.
I should much like to... The miracles Andraste performed were so long. Well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
Let's speak.
Farewell. We will study that. If you find anything, please bring it in. Please tell me if you find something. You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
You said you were a...
No, I was never very good at magic. But when the mages rebelled, people like... Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in. Along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You say
Yes. If you find any... I may be able to find some weakness, or at the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition. Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it... You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
You said that you were keeping some of the...
Yes. The mages took some of them. Most Circle mages look down. They don't have any emotions. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
I'm glad
They deserve better. When they study, they have a But the Templars, even some of them... If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
I'm surprised.
I don't like using magic so far. I like studying. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
Most Circle...
They have not lived my life. I was born into a Dalish clan. The Dalish cannot risk having too many... They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old. I stumbled into a village, The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. Templars saved me. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want...
Why did you just...
I like the outdoors. When some monster is coming at you. But once you know how it works, so much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand.
I'll speak with...
Thank you again.
Darkness comes upon me. I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the...
Now let's see. Advisor reactors. Go to the war table to locate the soldiers.
Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
At your service.
To work? To work?
Let's see what we have.
I've just done that though. Hello everybody. I think it's just a summary. Yeah, that's all it was.
Scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
Sure thing.
Child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the maker.
Nice work with those supplies. When you might be able to provide the Smiths can use them to fit our troops with better gear. Might not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift.
If I have
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Much appreciated.
Why? Okay. Alright, I guess I'm better gonna call it a night now, guys. Thanks for watching.